Hi, everybody. So today's Monday. That means it's time for family movie night. And you'll have to forgive me because I have a cold. And so my voice isn't at its normal level. But I wanted to make sure to continue on Teen Movie Month for this month of June. And we're talking about one of the OG teen movies. We're talking about Grease. It's very exciting. And what's really special about talking about Grease in this video is that I've recently been able to see it on both the stage and on watching the original film from 1978. So that's been really fun to compare and contrast. And I saw the musical, the stage musical at the Ziegfeld Theater in Ogden. It was really fun. I got to go with my friend Ryan, who would do Hidden Gems. We went and saw Grease together. It was interesting to finally see it on the stage because I'd only ever seen the movie, and they definitely have some differences. This is now like the third incantation of Grease, and so they had added the popular songs from the movie that weren't in the original musical, songs like Sandy and We Go Together and Grease is the Word. The way that they integrated that into the musical was really clever. They had a opening credits kind of movie that they showed at the beginning where you got introduced to all the characters and you had that Bee Gees iconic opening song. Difference between the stage musical and the film as it is currently written is that you have a lot more time spent with the side characters in the musical than you do in the movie. The movie, pretty much Kinnicky and Rizzo and Frenchie are the only of the characters getting a major time and songs and things like Patty, for instance, is actually a pretty big character in the stage musical, and she's barely in the movie. And Jan and Marty are much bigger characters the in the musical than in the movie. And there's a whole character Mooney that they basically got rid of. His song isn't in the movie. They have a character Putsy who they kind of combined other characters together, like Mooney, and created this new character of Putsy. And that's a bit of a loss, I think. I like, these sort of side characters, but you can only cover so much in a movie compared to the Broadway show. Also, obviously, differences between the musical and the movie is you have Olivia Newton-John as Sandy, and she tried to do an American accent and really wasn't good, and so they just kept her as an Australian immigrant, and so they kept her accent. In the original show, her last name is Sandy Dombrowski, so she was very different from the Olivia Newton-John character. I mean, one of the flaws with the movie is that the casting is all incredibly old. They all are. Stockard Channing was 33 when they made the movie. You have Jeff Conway, who was 26. You have Olivia Newton-John, who was 29. John Travolta's not as bad as he was 23, but they all feel old, too old to be playing high school students. And so it just kind of feels a little bit awkward. But I have to say, I think that the show and movie are definitely edgier than I think maybe given credit for. I mean, they try to talk about some pretty important topics as far as Rizzo getting pregnant and promiscuity and judgment and how we look at particularly girls who are exploring their sexuality and what are sort of valid careers, with Frenchie and Beauty School Dropout. That's a really fun song. And I think that the show on stage even goes into all of those things even more. I've always kind of disliked the ending of Grease with her turning into this kind of sexualized creature to appeal more to Danny and doing this for a man, changing who she is. But the thing is, that you have to remember, she talks a lot about how she doesn't feel confident, she doesn't feel assured, and she tells Frenchie, she says, "Help make me more confident." So I do think there is something to it, that it's not all for Danny, that it is also for her that she changes. And you have to also consider the fact that he changes too, and he is wearing, the Letterman sweater and joining the track team and things like that. So he does change for her quite a bit, and I don't really like that he sort of tries to force himself on her at certain points and things like that. So there are definitely outdated parts of it, but watching it this time really carefully, like I do think that there is some nuance to it that maybe I didn't consider before. So I appreciate that. The best part about Grease is the songs. The songs are so much fun, whether it's Summer Lovin' or Grease Lightning or Hopelessly Devoted to You, or We Go Together. Really great. Even the hand jive song, and of course great dancing. I mean, John Travolta is an incredible dancer. And it is impressive that this was Olivia Newton-John's first role. She never acted before, so I think she did pretty good. The costumes are a lot of fun. You can watch the Glamour video talking about the costumes and how they're really a lot of times more 1970s inspired than 1950s. But I still enjoy the poodle skirts and things like that. It's a lot of fun, and there's just a lot of bops. Like I said, Beauty School Dropout's really great. I think that the version that I saw in the play, the Rizzo was so good. She was absolutely wonderful, beautiful, talented. She stole the whole show. I think she was very, very good, and and I think Stockard Channing is also very good. But again, she just feels so much older than everybody else that it kind of takes you out of the moment sometimes. But if you want some really fun bops, if you want a classic musical adaptation for a show that went on for years and years and years and has had multiple revivals, that is just part of the lexicon of American movie culture and musical culture, then you got to see Grease. I mean, it's a classic for a reason, and so many different things have been kind of based on it or inspired by it. And I think it's definitely worth a watch for any movie fan or musical fan. So let me know what you think of Grease. I would love to hear your thoughts. And please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And make sure that you're following on my various blogs. And I've been writing for Utah Theater Bloggers Association, been covering a lot of shows for them. So please take a look at that. I'll put that in the description as well. And then I have my Rachel's Musings where I log all the shows that I see, because I really enjoy going to Broadway shows and musicals. So take a look at that, and make sure you check out my playlist of all my teen movie month choices and my family movie night choices. And check out the Patreon and merch store. You can also follow me on Twitter and on social media at Rachel's Reviews. I would really appreciate that. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye.